A very good morning to all of you students. Let us proceed chapter 16, that is light. Till our previous class we have already completed angle of incident, angle of reflection, reflected ray, incident ray, and then we just completed our laws of reflection. Now today we are going to complete these topics, that are properties of image formed in a plane mirror. Then we will go for regular reflection, then irregular or diffuse reflection, and then will come to know about lateral inversion. Is it? So let us start. First of all, I'll take you to image. We are using this term again and again, that is image, in this chapter. So we should know about the image. What do you mean by image? So then, when an illuminating object reflects light incident on it, it also shows the picture of the object in front of it. This is known as an image. For example, you take this mirror is an illuminating object. First of all, student, what do you mean by illuminating object and luminous object? Illuminating objects are those objects which do not have their own light, they just reflect light incident on their surface. And luminous objects are those objects which have their own light and they just show their own light. But mirror, moon, these are illuminating object. Why? Because mirror just reflect light falling on it. So this is an illuminating object. The mirror is illuminating object. See, and a candle is placed in front of this. When the light is coming from the candle falls on mirror, it also get reflected. After that reflection, we will show the picture of this candle on that surface, the surface of the mirror. Is it? So this picture is actually image. So the most important condition for the formation of image, the illuminating object should be opaque. That means it shouldn't be transparent or it shouldn't be translucent. Transparent object will allow to pass the whole light from the candle from this side to another side, so there won't be any formation of image. Secondly, if the object will be translucent, then again much amount of the light will transfer from one side of the mirror to another side. That's why to make a good mirror, make a perfect mirror, one side of the mirror is made opaque. It has been painted. Is it? So let us proceed the next topic, and that is lateral inversion. So now you are familiar about the image. You know that image is the picture of the object which is placed inside the illuminating object. So what do you mean by lateral inversion? You just look at the picture carefully. This picture of the candle, image of the candle formed on this mirror. Let me show you. You see this. So you can see here this image of candle is formed on the surface of mirror. This side, that shaded side of this portion of the candle is appearing that side. So simply we can say, when the image formed in a mirror, the left object appear on the right and the right appears on the left, then this type of the phenomena is known as lateral inverted. It is laterally inverted. Is it? And this process is lateral inversion, and this type of the image is known as laterally inverted image. So this candle is laterally inverted. This image of candle is laterally inverted. What did you get? We get that image formed in a plane mirror is actually laterally inverted. Why? Because left appear on the right and right appear on the left. Is it? You should do this experiment at your home. You just try to find. When you will see that your mom uses nose pin, the left side will appear on the right side. Otherwise, when you will go to barber, you will see that the left portion of the barber appear on the right in the mirror. So these all are showing which type of the inversion? Lateral inversion, and the image forming there is laterally inverted image. Can you get something else from this picture? Let me explain you. Can you get this? Candle is placed, student, on the boxes. You can use the sheet of chessboard. Otherwise, you can make this type of the cubes with the help of ruler, and then you can place the mirror and candle here. So the candle is placed after 2 cubes. It is between the second and third cube here. Yes. So in the image, you will see that again candle is looking between second and third. It is also in the middle of second and third cube. So the conclusion we get here that image formed in the plane mirror is at same distance, isn't it? And another thing also, we had seen already in our day-to-day life, image formed in the plane mirror is also of the same size. See, the candle is of this much height, so it will seem of the same height in the mirror. So image formed in the plane mirror appears as of the same size of object at the same distance, laterally inverted, but it is erect. See, this is erect. As we have already learned in class 7, the erect images are actually virtual images. So most important characteristic of image formed in plane mirror is virtual and erect. So let us summarize the properties of image formed in a plane mirror. See, these are the properties of image formed in a plane mirror. First property is, student, we have already done. The image formed in a plane mirror is virtual and erect, and then image is also laterally inverted. Then we get the image formed so is at same distance from the mirror as the object is from the mirror. Image is formed so is of same height. You can use here of same size of the object also. So this is the summary of the properties of image formed in the plane mirror. Now we will go for diffuse reflection and regular reflection. To start that, first of all, we will again revise laws of reflection. So let us begin